Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Allen Knight, real estate broker, LPT Realty, serving the whole Orlando area. Today, we got a special guest on the show. It's Darryll Whittner of Goosehead Insurance. Darryll Whittner, say hello to all the 100,000 people tuning in today.
Hey everyone, how are we doing today?
Fantastic. Darryll, you've been in insurance for how long?
In the insurance industry for 10 years.
And you know what I hear so much people bitching about in today's marketplace?
What's that?
Insurance
Oh,
premiums just too damn high.
oh, absolutely. I mean, we have an issue with, the premiums going up, but, we'll get into that in just a few minutes on why they went up.
Got it. So today, ladies and gentlemen, stick to the end because we're going to give you tips, some very valuable tips. So we're focusing today on Joe Consumer Homeowners Insurance.
Homeowners insurance it has gone up. I mean, if you haven't seen your renewals, you will see your renewals. For instance, Citizens alone has went up by 7%.
Tell us more about Citizens Insurance, please.
Citizens Insurance is your Florida state insurance that is founded by the Florida government to combat the high increases that have happened in the private market, which is your Allstates, your State Farms, Florida Peninsula, stuff like that. Be of a last resort. And most of everyone that I've heard of has Citizens policies because the private market is too high right now. That's what we're coming down to.
Got it. So Citizens is a quasi-government corporation. Is that correct?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay, got it. Okay. Tell us over the last 5 years, okay, what has happened in the insurance brokerage world here in the great state of Florida?
So after the data that I've pulled, because we have access to the rate filings and everything, because we always keep up with it to make sure that we're being competitive. With the rate filings and everything like that, I pulled it for the past 3 years because that was the furthest we can go back.
Okay.
On average, the average rate increase that we were looking at was 9% for every company. So
9% per year?
That is per year. Yeah.
Yeah, 9% per year. Okay. So give us a breakdown. So 9% over the last 3 years, average premium, annual premium went from what to what?
$1,200 to roughly about like $1,600. So, I mean, that you're talking about that kind of increase. And then I've seen some where they went from $1,200. Let's go to average about 19 to 2,000. I mean, just the increase itself is just, I mean, in my opinion, ridiculous.
Why is it so costly to live in Florida now? And what has caused, I should say, the premiums to spike big time here in Florida? Tell us why.
You've got two things that have happened. One, we had that major hurricane that come through. Everyone knew about it. Everyone has suffered from it. And then the other thing has been these rate increases that the companies are allowed to file with the state. The filings that have happened for the rate increases that have happened for the company because of claims. It all boils down to the claims, because claims, they can, they have a thing that they have to buy, which is reassurance. And when reassurance goes up, the company has to buy charge more more premium to cover that. That's where the rate increases come in.
Give us an example of claims and how is that affecting everybody here in Florida now?
So the roof claims that have happened from the hurricanes, these are being paid out and everything like that, and then they're getting charged to the insurance company to pay for the, minus your normal standard 2% deductible. On average, that's around what, $6,800 that you would come off for a claims deductible, and the insurance company is going to cover the rest. But once the claim is filed, then the company has to take care of the problem, because that is their guarantee as an insurance company to take care of your home. But when that gets out of hand, when you have a mass amount of claims like we had from that one hurricane here in Central Florida and Orlando, that caused where they had to buy more reassurance to cover the claims. Basically, it's like taking out a loan to cover the claims. So with that right there, what happens is the company takes a state filing increase to increase the premiums so that they can cover the new reassurance that they just had to buy. So
regardless, the consumer is going to pay for the overhead.
That is correct. That is correct.
So in today's marketplace here in Florida, how many insurance companies does the consumer get to shop with?
That's a good, excellent question. So with a normal consumer, normal consumer that say call me, I shop you with. I've got 17 that are active in the state.
17 active. I was told only 4 were active now.
No, they're not because we have other brokerages that we use to be able to shop other, mid-market companies that are able to handle the insurance, premiums and everything that are at a reasonable rate.
Well, I'm glad you have you on the show today because I went from 4 to 17. That's fantastic. And so on top of 17 would be 18 that would be citizens, yes?
That is correct.
Okay. So is it true that pretty much most of the major companies have pulled out of Florida?
Most of them have, and it is unfortunate. I mean, you had, St. John's with the issue there, went to slide. There's been a couple companies that have just, I'm trying to think of another one. UPC went out of business. We're insolvent. It's unfortunate. Is left with hanging with the rope basically.
Right.
They, find insurance elsewhere.
Right. And so everyone's feeling the pinch at the pump. Now we have high interest rates well, I think they're normal, 8%. And on top of that, here we are with insurance premiums just going through the roof. But yet, Florida is still a great investment,
It is.
regardless. It's
a great
still
investment.
a great investment. No doubt about it. And it's not going to stop me from investing. One thing is for sure that because rents have risen so much over the last 3 years, this is all part of it. This is all part of it. So if you are an investor and owning rental homes, with the increases of rent, it's covering the insurance premiums. However, we don't want to pay high insurance premiums, right?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so let's get to this part of the show where we're going to talk about how to get the best rate and how to lower your existing premium. So give us some tips, Darryl, please.
Absolutely. So